Welcome back, everyone, for that short break. We are now just about ready for the Premier Finals, going from our bottom tier in RSC to our top tier in RSC. Carnage is now joining me on the desk, replacing MD. How are you doing, Carnage?
I'm doing good. Final match day, we got a 3-1, so finished rival pretty strong. But how you guys doing? Taco, like I said, coming in late. How did that Emmy go?
It went pretty well. Went to 6 games, not all seven like usual, but can't always get 7 game series. But yeah, as we said, we're going to go into the Premier Finals. This is going to be Capybaras versus Superclusters. And Capybaras are, I believe, the number 1 team, and Superclusters are the number 2 team. Hold on. The overlay is
Yes,
broken
yeah.
for me. Yeah, Capybaras number 1, Superclusters in number 2.
Yeah, and honestly, during my power rankings, I usually always had a 1, 2, or 3, just depending on how that season goes. So we can always rely on the power rankings, but I felt pretty strongly watching some of their games. But I do think the super clusters may have just a slight edge. And that's just my opinion, just how they finish out the season a little bit.
Yeah, capybaras were 38 and 18, and superclusters were 32 and 24. So yeah, capybaras were the stronger team in the regular season, but this was a relatively competitive premier season. I think our stats are broken for the premier tier, unfortunately, but we can just briefly talk about each of the teams before we go into games. Anyways, capybaras again, the stronger team on paper. If I pull up the stat sheet, um, the um, let's see. Surreal is leading the way for capybaras, and for super clusters, it's LikeWisse who's their GM, also leading the
Yes.
charge for super clusters.
And honestly, no one likewise, or a pretty cool guy. Always builds his teams pretty well rounded. Even from rival all the way up to them, there's always going to be a well rounded team. And for the jungle, they always have this very super aggressive teams. We went to 6 in the Emmys. I'm thinking you could go to a 7 just with the mechanics going on because it's going to be a super aggressive team versus a team that could just do it all together. So I'm expecting it to game one and just go ahead and start off with some fireworks here.
Yeah, I mean, last season, I believe we had Game 7 in AME go to overtime, and we had a Game 7 overtime in Premiere, if I recall correctly. I casted both of those games, one of the craziest set of games I've ever seen in my life, and we'll see if that can live up to the hype tonight. But since our stats are not quite working, I believe we should be ready to go. Um, I'll just tell the players to join up.
All right, here we go. So we're gonna have likewise on the kickoff here. And I believe that is going to be Cryptt on the other side, unless they have one of those kickoffs that goes the opposite way here. But I'm gonna expect that right. Play a little basic, don't get too what is it, too fancy too early, especially if this might be your first finals here. And then here we go. I'm gonna get it kicked off with one of your centric kickoffs. Here we go. And then ball's gonna go straight up into the corner. A demo right off the bat. And here goes Insanity going for a double. Gets denied by Surreal. Gets it all the way back down. And then already we're gonna have a little bit of ping pong match here. And I believe Blue's gonna control it here. Tries to put down. Gets a dunk on one. Leaves a man for dead there, but gets pushed away. And now they're going back for the counter. Likewise going for the irritable bump, but Cryptt gets up in his drill, and Surreal knocks it away. And already, Taco, we got a fast-paced game here.
Yeah, we are certainly getting a lot faster pace in this tier. Likewise, not able to make contact. Insanity doesn't have boost, but he's able to carry it out from danger. Lemons clears it down long, and he's unable to force too much. A good 50 from Surreal. Maybe overplays it to Tsheg. Cryptt was waiting there, but Lemons cuts it out. looking for the double tap, Surreal's going to have that one. Cryptt covered well easily. You're not going to see as many free backboards in this tier. That's going to be for sure.
That's going to be for sure as well. And you're also going to see a lot of, I like to call it one-man defensive plays, where they kind of just go downfield, keep trying to get a 50, stay grounded, and see if they can just push the tempo. But right now, the tempo's being pushed, and Orange is scrambling to keep it out of the half. Crypt's going to toss it up. It's going to be tipped away. LikeWisse wants to follow for a ground double. Can't get it. It looks like it's going to be a tip ball. And both sides are getting this weird thing where the ball's just floating inside their net. And it's just one person after another. Tsheg's trying to stay inside. LikeWisse hunting for demos. Orange trying to just slowly boost our blue. And it's going to work, but it's going to be a post down and out. There's no more than 50 boosts in her name. Tsheg has picked up every floor pad possible. They just need to get past him. Surreal picks up 100 spawn. And you gotta say that it seems like the Capybaras might have just got away with one right there. And they're still getting away with it right now.
Yeah, I mean, Capybara faced a really good inside pass that almost worked out. LikeWisse was not able to bury it. That one's going to be a bump. LikeWisse misses the ball, though. And Cryptt is able to capitalize on the mistake. Capybara will steal the first goal, it feels like.
Feels like they stole the first goal, but it's a good setup play, but at the same time, you gotta think Super Clusters had them for 30 seconds where just no one had boost until they just carried it out. They're gonna go right back after them. It's gonna try to get a 50 ball in, and can somebody get up to help them. It will be an aiding here, and right now it's going to be a little bit of a close. There's a demo on the back end, a pre-jump that's knock it down. A little bit of an ego challenge there. The ball could be tipped around here. Capybaras are just trying to make sure they don't get put in that same situation. We got a team bump, and right now the Capybaras are about to go into offensive. They all turn nose up. And so far, Super Clusters seem to be trying to chase the game now, but they got time. Ball goes all the way down, looking for a Psycho here, but Psycho is straight into the ceiling. Tsheg will pick it up, knocks it all the way back down. And so far, it seems like the Capybaras are playing for that counter, but it almost gets a price paid for it. Surreal gets a double all the way down. Tsheg will chase for him. Ball's up in the Insanity, tries to just slow it down. There's a demo on the back end from LMNS. Gets another. Here we go. Can we get a solo play? 1v2, 1v3. Can't get the dunk. And here comes another man. Bails out. And so far, Taco, I know it sounds like a broken record, but Capybaras are continuously getting bailed out because Super Clusters aren't finishing in that final third.
Yeah, LikeWisse looking to sneak in. What a play! He gets bumped out. It just stays downfield, and Sanity finds him. What a brilliant play there. Great passing play, and Super Clusters are finally able to capitalize.
What an angle and what a response to tie this game up. And now we got a demo from Tsheg, who actually got bumped straight through that demo. LikeWisse, trying to do it all, or at least hold it long enough. Cryptt not going to let him have that time. Already let him get a goal. Don't want to get him fired up here. And here goes Tsheg. We got a bump on the ground. Tsheg has all the room in the world, but gets denied. And now the Super Clusters are feeling the pressure themselves here. And so far, they're bumping each other going back. It's going to be the Capybaras. We got a demo by LikeWisse. And so far, it is a back and forth situation. Usually, we'll see a midfield battle when mechanics are high, but it's mostly who can keep the most dangerous plays out. And so far, both teams are proving that this is why they are here in the finals.
Yeah, this is definitely a very different sort of finals compared to the amateur finals. And finally, Super Clusters are hitting some real heavyweight shots. LMNS, a great infield pass. I mean, Tsheg almost covered it off, but it was just too pixel perfect, and LikeWisse slots it.
LikeWisse saying his franchise is going to get a championship as long as he's playing, but Surreal is going to try to get over one. Cannot be LMNS. Didn't have boost his name to do anything else. Here comes LikeWisse to take a pot shot just to make sure to keep him on their toes. You know, never know what's going to happen here. But so far, Super Clusters are going after him. It's really the demo game, and right now, LMNS just jumped on the back of Surreal to slow him down. And this is what I mean. They're just being physical, being annoying, because when you're getting touched every so often, you can't get the touch you want. Here comes LikeWisse for a double, cannot get it across. Everyone playing safe. They don't have to overcommit here. Ball's tipped up. They're just trying to buy some time. Insanity's gonna put it up there. Likewise, gonna try to follow through. Here comes the Miz. Cannot put it through. Insanity staying on top of it. And so far, they have him pinned down. There's a bump on 0 boost. Lemens keeping them in. Likewise, another pop shot just to make them use all their boosts. And so far, it looks like Super Cluster are going to slowly but surely take it away from them. Unless they have anything to say, but it's not enough boost. Tsheg was the last one with more than 20 boosts. Surreal trying to pop it up. Tsheg is going to have to go up. Gets on one. Can he get to the ceiling in time? Yes, he does. But Lemin's going to try to slap it down. It's a double commit here. And Crypt's going to pop it one more time, but there's just not enough boost. But Tsheg has a free shot. Cannot get there. Crypt's trying to get onto it and knocks it accidentally to the corner. And the Super Clusters, they didn't steal that game, Taco. I think they actually deserved to win that when they earned that one, especially with the 2 shots coming from team plays.
Yeah, they had some great passing plays. Likewise, able to get 2 goals to go in. Super Clusters, probably the well-deserved victors of that one. 7 shots to 6, so pretty even. But Super Clusters definitely looking very strong. And I mean, we were calling Steph Thanos earlier. I think likewise, literally Thanos doing it himself, trying to win a championship for his franchise that he GMs for. So likewise, certainly showing up early.
Showing up early, and I believe, yeah, 4 demos, 4 super clusters, 3 for Capybaras. But it's not. It wasn't even just the demos. It's just very annoying plays. Like I said, when Insanity and Lemens just jump on your back as they're trying to jump, it's just very annoying because at this point you have to pass the ball because if they bump you while you're dribbling, it's going to be free the entire time.
Well, we are heading into game 2. Capybara going to be forced to stop these dangerous passing plays from happening. Surreal's got a lot of space. Can he get an opening? Gare dribble bump! It might be considered a little cringe, but Surreal does it to perfection and gets the bump on the last man, just pops it past. It's nearly unstoppable. Surreal showing out and getting the first goal.
Getting the first goal indeed, getting some momentum early. Likewise, demoed very early in this one. And it seems like now they're going to play the waiting game, make them come to you, hit them with a counter. So far, Surreal just misses that touch, but it's not going to be dangerous, so it doesn't have to wait for the likewise. Putting the pressure on, Super Clusters slowly but surely are going to start pinching down on here. Insanity got bumped just a little bit. Doesn't have a lot of boost. Gets a flip reset, goes for the flip reset bump, but no defensive player went for it. And so far, the Capybaras are just keeping it in the corner. No damage if they can't get an actual shot. But this is Premier. Anything can happen because here goes a flip reset off the ceiling. Gets bumped by Lemens. Not going to let the clip happen today. Surreal's up in the air. And so far, I'm going to say this game is actually a lot more tame than the last one. The last one, they were just shot after shot, demo after demo. But this one, they're actually looking to try to settle the ball down.
Yeah, definitely, as that ball's going to come out to midfield. Tsheg the pass! Surreal backs away. Or Cryptt might have backed away, but in the end, oh, it's both of them committing, likewise able to get it. Lemens unable to redirect it home. Tsheg had it covered. Cryptt to the back wall. Insanity has it red, but it comes out to Surreal anyways. Insanity just plays it to the corner, and empty jumps to the ground. Likewise gets a 50. This could be good because Surreal doesn't have boost. Lemens clears it long. Likewise, still on the ball. And likewise, trying to force this one in. This one is going to roll just past the post. Cryptt had 0 boost. He was not going to be able to get back if that was on target.
Not going to get it indeed. And so far, the pressure is on. Both teams are trying to figure out how to one get out, and the other one is trying to figure out how to put the ball in. Tsheg might have opened that. No, it's going to be just wide, but a sharp angle hits the post and goes wide again. Lemons going up. Can he get an air dribble bump on himself? Gets a bump. Here comes likewise. It's going to be an own goal. I don't know if that was going to be a bar in, but they all count the same. It is 1-1 on a quick counter play here. And I'm just going to, even if it was going out, Lemons had 30 boosts. I think it's going to be a tap in. Might as well get the game going. 1-1, and here we go. Another game where it's going to probably come down to the wire here, but likewise, trying to go in early, going for the Doomsy, now chasing down Surreal. Surreal has to get out And this is the game Super Customer likes to play really fast, but to the point to where you just kind of it goes so fast you forget about it. But it might be likewise getting a double touch to save it here, and now it's getting a little bit chaotic here. Taco. I don't know. Maybe it's because somebody wants to hurt and get the goal and breathe a sigh of relief, or maybe it's just that chaotic on the field.
Well, I think it is going to be chaotic as Rocket League has gone on and on in time. Demos have become more of the meta, and as I say that, there's one right there. So teams are really hard to break down. So what's the answer to that? You just hit them out the way and blow them up, and usually it works better. Tsheg gets a demo, can't find his teammate Cryptt, who gets bumped out the way by LikeWisse. LikeWisse, not a lot of boost, but still able to keep on the ball. Surreal is stuck back. Whoa, what a save from Surreal! Pinches it against the top of the bar.
Pinched away and almost had a goal, but almost won't get you the goal because here comes Tsheg. Thanks everybody. Here comes Surreal. Surreal's gonna put it in regardless if that was calculator or not. You have to respect Tsheg here. Tsheg just gets I think that might be a 50, depending on how Rocket League wants to look at it. But again, it all counts the same. It's 2-1, and Capybaras are now in front again. But they have to be careful because this is where they got caught out last time with the aggressiveness. Here comes the Sandy. Likewise, gets a demo just because Tsheg drove in front of him. Surreal trying to just buy some time on a respawn. Limit still has boost. Now he's Super Clusters getting a little bit desperate here. They know time is going down. Tsheg winning a 50. Tsheg trying to get a bump. Can't get the bump. Getting bumped all over the place. And so far, Orange is just getting more and more physical as his time starts to dwindle down. Flip reset by likewise. Likewise can't get it by him. It's a pass to Surreal, but it's going to be a miss. And so far, now it's about who gets that pressure. Cryptt pushes it out. So far, LMNS, what a catch backwards and actually half foot to go get it. Likewise, now under pressure, here comes Surreal. Surreal pokes it through. They're going to try to just drive in. They cannot with 15 seconds left. The ball is going to get pitched all the way out. Surreal has to dive all the way back. And so far, it just feels like Super Clusters have just more tricks up their sleeves every second that goes by, Taco.
Yeah, no, great infield pass. LikeWisse, able to get it. Lemons took it off the ceiling. A little stronger than maybe you would have hoped, but LikeWisse sees the last man already commit, no boost, and just slots it under him. And past the diving defender, Super Clusters clutch up. LikeWisse, I think, is every goal for Super Clusters in this series. That will continue with the hat trick as LikeWisse, literally Thanos, is continuing.
Likewise, played the hesitation game, saw Cryptt jump, and that's all he needed to slightly put it away. 33 seconds. The Capybaras don't want to lose this. This is the first time Superclips had to lead the whole game. And here comes the demo play. Here comes Surreal. Surreal wants to do the same thing to him, and he does so. And now it's 3-3 within just 5 seconds. And honestly, Surreal said, whatever you can do likewise, I can do just the same. Right over and sending second they jump. And then Premier, you got to respect that they just drive straight or just go for a flick here early. And it's 3-3, and it's just looking like we're going to have a back-and-forth series. Now, Cryptt might can catch him out. Nope, not going to let it go. Surreal goes for a pop-up, gets over, puts it in the net, and that is 4 goals for Surreal, and 2 of them are the most clutch goals. The one to tie it, the one that could possibly seal it. Over 800 points. Taco, he doubles his team in combined points at the moment.
Well, it's the battle of the star players for both teams, and Surreal, 4 goals, is gonna look for another, almost has the control. Tsheg can't get back to it. Look at Cryptt speeding into it. LikeWisse, doesn't have a lot of boost. He's gonna need more. Oh, and Insanity can't get there. Tsheg, a banger on net, and that will seal it for game 2, surely.
Surely, and okay, with Tsheg scoring a goal, if you double it, they do be out. Surreal, but like honestly, a shot from that angle in Premier, you don't think that's gonna happen. So a quick shot from Tsheg, like you said, just sealed the deal. They might just go ahead and get another one, try to boost their morale and take down likewise. But likewise, they're gonna go for another one. And honestly, if somehow, some way they got that goal, everything just changes. But an unreal MVP performance in game 2 from Surreal here.
Yeah, well, likewise is somehow going to need to do better, and really, for both teams, are going to need a little bit of help for both their star players if they want to win this series. Likewise and Surreal have both been unreal, but again, they need some help, and they are. Who's that going to come from? Tsheg just hit a banger, so maybe Capybara the more likely to take control of this series, but it is a tied up 1-1 series. It could be anyone's game.
Honestly, definitely could so far. Capybaras switched it on 5 demos to their 3, but 1-1 in a series, just in any series, Taco, like, you dominated game 1, and in game 2, you just let it slip away. What do you think the comms are going for Super Clusters right now?
Uh, yeah, the you got to get back to the passing plays. Those infield passes were clinical. They were pixel perfect, and Lemons is hitting some dimes to super or to likewise. So if they can get back to that, and I really think most of the issues are probably down to their defense. So if they can get the defense under control, they should take control here.
Or game 3, whoever gets this one gets another leg up in this series. Ball's gonna roll out. Seems like it looks like likewise might have got cut off. I think he's gonna go for it. Gets an infield pass. Nobody's there. It's gonna be a very clear. It might be an open backward. Limits didn't have any off the post. You know, trying to put to the other corner. It's gonna be Cryptt. And as you said, Taco needs some help. Cryptt says, "I got your back here, Surreal." But this would have been a nasty angle if could have pulled it off. But you missed one top 90. Why not just go to the other?
Yep, Surreal almost finding a crucial angle. Crypt able to play cleanup crew and slot it home, but Lemons needs to get that touch. Oh my goodness, Crypt had no momentum, and Crypt trying to gather some momentum here. Surreal, uh-oh, we know what he can do one-on-one. Gets shut down this time, but you don't want to give him free space like that too often.
No, you don't. And right now, they don't want to give anybody rest because, again, it just needs one goal to get somebody fired up. Likewise, gets it up and over, gets bumped off. Lemon's going to put it up. Here comes Likewise. I don't know where he picked up 100 boosts, but probably on that mid Insanity, he's going to get it. Sen's going to try to hold on to it, put him in an awkward situation, gets up 50, goes straight out. Likewise, wins it here. You don't want him on the ball, and Crypt's going to shut him out easily. But so far, slowly but surely, Super Clusters is trying to go down on top, and Tsheg is getting blocked on purpose, trying to make sure they can't do much. Demo by Surreal is going to be an open net. No, but it forces a double commit. And now they're starting slowly but surely. It's a block here. Here comes your second shot straight away from him. Likewise, has no boost, has to go for the ball because if he went for the boost, it's going to be an open net here. Tsheg only has about 40 to his name, 0 to his name now, all the way down to Cryptt, who just picked up 100. This game is slowly but surely starting to ramp up, and I mean it is getting faster and faster. We thought game 1 was getting fast, but now game 3 is even faster. Likewise, all on the offense, but Lemons finally gets a goal that's not Likewise's name.
I mean, these passes are just so perfect. The defenders have to feel like they're covering it, but when you place it that perfectly on the hood of the car, it's almost impossible to stop. Likewise, finding Lemons, it was the other way around earlier in the series, but they'll switch it up every once in a while, and they'll certainly take the tie game. That one's going to go across. Surreal is up so early, and looking to pass it in midfield. Cryptt plays it long. Insanity gets a double reset, unable to use the second flip. And Lemons will keep control. Look out, Surreal one-on-one! Surreal one-on-one! And we know what is going to happen.
You leave him one-on-one, and this is what's going to happen. Even when you put a hand up, he still finds that little bit of flick. Didn't even hit the crossbar, just goes straight into the net. And you just got to think to yourself, what can we do to bring this man down? And so far, just not giving him that space. But likewise, it's going to be the same, but no respect from Surreal. Here comes Tsheg. Tsheg's going to force it through. It's going to count as an own goal, but I think Tsheg kind of had him beat here. There's no save on that. And now it's just a quick 2-goal bang, bang. And what can you do here to stop the bleeding? Because at the moment, I look like they're just letting Surreal do whatever, and they follow the ball.
Yeah, that was an unlucky touch, and now they're down 2 goals. And at this level, 2 goals is a lot to come down from. You're going to see less teams completely overcommitting for no reason, just making mistakes. They know that they have the lead to Capybara, and now Super Busters, or sorry, Super Clusters, are going to try and come back somehow. Insanity almost caught out Cryptt, not able to do so, and Lemons will pass it down. LikeWisse is up, but unable to actually do anything with that, as, again, the defense from Capybara just knows what they have to do, and that's not overextend and see out this victory, this 2-0 lead they have.
See out the victory indeed, and so far the ball is just moving around. Lemons gets onto the ball. You don't want him to get the ball because he's a playmaker. He's gonna fake it, but the ball gets yeeted all the way back downfield. Here comes Tsheg. Cannot put it in. Cryptt. It's like a miscommunication. It's like he jumped right before he can actually flick into it. Lemons, they don't have a lot of boost, but the pass play is still going. Gonna be a pinch all the way out, but LikeWisse will be waiting for it. Pop the one up. It might be no man land for Insanity, but he gets up just in time. Cryptt doesn't have any boost. Surreal just stole 100. But so far, all of blue is in their half. They just got to get it out. Somebody got to get Surreal out of the play. They cannot. Cryptt trying to figure out how to get back into the rotation here. Surreal finds time, and they will slow it down for themselves here. With just over a minute, you need a goal now. Just like he said, it's going to be very hard to just even get a goal, let alone get 2 goals, and then plus another for the win if you even want to make this a series here.
There's a lot that needs to go right. A minute left, it's winding down, and if you get scored on here, it's almost over. But Surreal realizes the time factor, takes it back to the corner biz, and it's all about the resources. That's a crazy reset setup, and just playing time, just being annoying. And you can't, when you're just not giving the other team space. Hold on. I was gonna say it's hard to make them pay, but luckily, Lemons is able to find LikeWisse, and LikeWisse has, like, I feel like his 8th goal of the series or something.
I actually think you might be correct on that math count because I believe, yeah, he had 2, 5, or 2, 3.
I
Yeah,
think
he's
it might
close
be
to it.
6, but
Yeah,
yeah, we're
he's
getting pretty
close to it.
close.
I mean, technically, he's got 7 goal contributions, but they're gonna need a little bit more here. 20 seconds left. Cryptt goes up, just trying to buy more time. But I think they actually need to keep the ball and just stay on because you don't want LikeWisse getting under it. Somehow he gets under it. Surreal bails him out, read it the entire way. Insanity doesn't have enough boost, and he's trying to get it out, and that's gonna be dangerous. And that might have just sealed game 3. I think he wanted to just keep it close, got way too far, and doesn't have enough boost, and didn't get the right flip. Just spells disaster. 8 seconds left. The best we could do is just slam this kickoff as hard as possible to their own half. But everybody's going to rotate safely, and looks like game 3 and the series so far will belong to the Capybaras. They're going to defend their #1 seed at this moment and #1 in the regular season. But Lemons, oh, we're going for a 3-man passing play. This might be a goal here, and it's going to be a goal. And that's probably what you didn't want to happen, Taco, because regardless that you win this game, now they got some momentum coming out of that 3-man pass play here.
Yeah, some momentum. Unfortunately, it won't matter. It's too little too late for this team. But again, you you take what you can get, and even though you take the loss, you take the momentum into the next game, and they're gonna have to try again. We're in that critical game 4. It's always the game 4 when you're down 2-1. If you go down 3-1, like we saw in the amateur series, it's very hard to come back. If you tie it up 2-2, it's anyone's series.
2-2 in one series, you just reset it. Like I said, the best of 7 turns to a best of 5, and it slowly dwindles. But so far, if I was super clusters, I would just at this point it's not even their defense in the back half. It's more so you're just letting the Capybaras do whatever they want. You're not securing your back boot. I actually saw they stole, I think, 2 or 3 times their back boots. They left it for somebody else, and then Cryptt and Surreal just runs into the corner and then leaves. They're not even going for demo plays. So at this point, we have to be careful about our boost management as well. Because we definitely know it's a death sentence in a lot of tiers, but Premier is probably the worst that you want to have 0 while they have 70. But we're moving on to Utopia Coliseum. I think they pull it back, Talk. I think we're gonna go to a best of 3 here. I think they'll pull back a 2-2.
I hope so. I mean, amateur, we got so close to a game 7, but unfortunately, a loss in overtime. I like to see at least one go 7 tonight, and I think Premier can deliver. And we've seen some really good plays. LikeWisse is certainly up for the challenge. If he can get some help, especially from Lemons, who's been heating up, then this could be anyone's series.
Anyone series indeed. Cryptt, that's gonna be a free goal. Oh, Surreal's gonna clean up for Cryptt. Cryptt wanted the Doomsy slightly away from him. Probably even realized like I'm slapping this across the net. Misread from Lemons, but Surreal putting another goal in, putting another exclamation mark on who do you give the MVP to at the very end. Down 16 seconds, but I mean we've seen both teams score really fast and it changed very fast. That's cool. I don't know if Lemons was supposed to follow or maybe they just a busted play, but that could have been very dangerous for the Capybaras. The double doesn't go in. LikeWisse still had to flip somehow. Picks up 100. Cryptt doesn't have any. But Lemons is awkward. Hands over a ball. Almost gets him punished. And here comes another shot. LikeWisse playing calm. Letting them just challenge until they run out of boost. So far, you just don't want to put it in. There's a double. There's another miss from Lemons. And so far, they are slowly but surely might just outplay themselves here. Because I think it's just Capybaras are moving so fast that they're thinking everything's going to go in. And there's another shot. Slowly but surely strangling the life out of the super clusters.
Yeah, super clusters might be moving too fast for their own good. There's a little bit Lemons on the first goal moving a little bit too much, overthinking it, and now there are all kinds of panic and people moving all over the place. Big demo from LikeWisse. If it was the other way around, it would have been maybe a free one-on-one. Lemons a huge dunk, pre-reads it. Tsheg is gonna get a 50 on Lemons, but it gives it away. Insanity pops it up, tries to find it back in, gets the ball up, but Surreal has been unreal. Not unfortunately, doesn't have enough boost to just keep on that ball. It's a double commit. Insanity, can he get back to it? LikeWisse can't get there, and it's still a 2-0 game.
2-0 so far. Now they're slowly strangling the life out of him. That's a bump. That might be a free goal. No. Just back in time was Surreal. The ball gonna be tipped away, but slowly but surely Cryptt is gonna open up the way a little bit. Slowing it down. They don't gotta rush it, but they gotta be careful. These 50s can be very awkward, especially if somebody just reads it correctly. Surreal doesn't have a flip. Lemons might have DC. He's not moving. He's moving now, but the goal is gonna count. It's 3-0. I don't. He got demoed and just stopped moving here. But Capybaras are not going to argue about that. They're going to take that 3-0 lead with 3 minutes to go. Now you got to get a goal. I would say now. You need it within 20 seconds because as more this time dwindles, the worse it gets for you. And so far, Surreal just keeping the ball. Even with 0 boost, he might just get a flick up. Insanity says, no, thank you. Tsheg waiting for his turn. Gets 50 out of the way. Here comes LikeWisse. LikeWisse gets pushed around by Cryptt. Ball's going to be up. LikeWisse trying to get a bump out of the air or even a redirect. Now we got a double commit. It's going to put everybody on awkward. Only Cryptt has enough boost to probably try to do something with this one. Surreal picked it up behind him. Insanity's not going to go without a fight here. LikeWisse pre-jumping, pitches the ball back. So far now we're getting into that desperation where they got to pre-jump. They got to slow them down because slowly but surely they were starting to feel it.
Crypt's gonna take it back to the corner. LikeWisse pre-jumps it. Insanity has a free shot towards the back post. Surreal is there, and it's always Surreal who is trying to just put a stamp on this game. Looks to find the angle and does enough to force Lemons to make an awkward save. Cryptt is just waiting in front of the net.
Just waiting, and then that's just a phenomenal touch. And even more phenomenal because that has to be calmed out because anybody would just leave it when it's that awkward, but Cryptt followed all the way through. 4-0, and now Now we're asking the undoable. Can they get 4 gold and the win on a team who actually has not out? There's a demo on the back end. This might just be a goal number 5. Nope. Cryptt ran out of boost. They might could actually catch Surreal out here. There's going to be a demo. That's going to be a
Whoa.
home goal. LikeWisse gets the credit, but I think he saw the pass play coming. Then all of a sudden, the next man just bails out. Yep, and it's going to be a home goal. We'll take it.
Crypt, I think, I don't know. He thought the demo would happen and then the ball would disappear too, but unfortunately the ball did not disappear. And certainly Super Clusters needed a bit of luck to come back into this game potentially. And so now it's about, can they capitalize? LikeWisse is going to want that one back because he gets an awkward touch off the backboard. The initial touch is really good. Turns around and that one gets way too far away from him.
That one's gonna hurt the super clusters just because once your star player starts making some bad decisions or just make not really bad decisions, a bad touch, but they're gonna go for a pass play here. 3-man
Whoa.
pass play is gonna break it through. LikeWisse said, I'll just help get it back, and Lemons gets the goal. And Taco, they keep showing life that they can come back in this game, but it's where you threw your question mark at first. Can their defense just, give them a chance to get back into it?
Yeah, like, they've played well at times. The problem is you can't come down from 3 goals or 4 goals every game. And there's just not enough time for that. LikeWisse is going to have a potential touch, but he doesn't have enough boost to be able to slow it down and get it in mid. Lemons plays it to the corner. Insanity's going to be there. Fakes it around. Gets a 50. Surreal, quick turn. LikeWisse a read. Not able to double it. Insanity pops it up. Lemons is there. Gets the touch. Is this a free shot? It's off the post. And it's still a 3-goal game.
Still 3 goal game, and so far they're trying to go. And these passing plays are slowly dialing up. But again, they have to get that final touch. Like I said, we're asking a lot from them, but if anybody could do it, it will be them. And so far, LikeWisse will contain it. Gets a nasty 50. Tsheg actually has to get a bad touch off of this. Can only bump away LikeWisse. Now they're chasing out 30 seconds left. They don't get a goal now. We're definitely asking for too much. It's gonna be a goal off of Surreal's pass to Cryptt. And so far, Surreal said, I can do it all over the pitch. That's 2 goals, 2 assists, and 3 saves. So that's a double cycle. And then Cryptt just needs to save for his own double cycle here. And right now, it's just getting everybody involved. And that's something that the Super Clusters is missing. Everybody has to get involved. And LikeWisse is going to get another goal. And so far, LikeWisse and Surreal are going shot for shot who can get the end of the season MVP.
Yeah, I mean, they both of these teams have been great offense, but I thought we would see lower scoring games. It just seems a little bit too easy for both of them right now. Of course, really good control. The defense, especially from super clusters, has to be toned down or locked in, especially when they're going to be staring down the barrel of 3 straight games that they will have to win in a row. There is, again, no second chances at this point, and it's a 3-1 lead that they have to come back from.
And it looks like it's going to be either a card change from Lemons or we're going to see somebody else come in to play for Lemons. I don't know if their sub is here today, but looking at the stat wise, ladies and gentlemen, you see it. It's just you need a team to help win you the finals, especially at this level. You got to get everybody involved here, and I think the main thing that the super clusters have to ask themselves: are they getting a little bit too fancy on defense? They're trying to carry it out. Surreal gives no respect. Actually, the entire team is not going to give that type of respect, so you just have to force their way out on the ground. But at this moment, Taco, we're asking a lot for them to win at least 2 games to even think about winning that championship. But now they have to take it a goal at a time. And LikeWisse did say a sub is coming, so we may have to wait just a little bit here. But yeah, at this moment, you have to take it a goal at a time. You cannot look forward ahead, think like, yeah, we got to win this game, then this game, and this game. It's just one goal.
Yeah, we are getting a sub for Super Clusters, who is coming in just a second. Looks like they are ready to go. It's going to be General Zippy, who is coming in for Lemons. And let's see if that gives Super Clusters a bit of the spark they need.
See if it can give them a spark. You got Cryptt on one side, and you're gonna have, I believe that's Insanity on the other. Ball's going straight in. LikeWisse has to just be a little bit calm here. He's going to be solo for a minute. Gets over one. Probably going to get past two. Cannot do so. Tsheg out. Oh, there was a pre-jump. That's going to leave Cryptt all alone. Here comes LikeWisse hunting for him. Now Cryptt just gets it out. And honestly, Cryptt has to be a magician to avoid LikeWisse and two other players. But LikeWisse says, I got the ball. Here comes the flip reset. Under one, under two. Ladies and gentlemen, we might have just pulled a top 3 play of the season. Get the flip reset. Surreal comes off the backboard, gets under him, does it backwards, give him the turtle goal as well. You got almost every shot in one, Taco, and that's what you need from him.
LikeWisse completely styling on them. Just gets the flip, really good catch, and then completely fakes out the defense. Who needs the flip? He's just going to take it to the ground, and he's going to score that goal. LikeWisse, who's been certainly not the reason they're losing this series, at least on the offensive end, he has been a nightmare for Capybara to deal with.
Has been a nightmare indeed, and so far it just seems like it seems like Capybaras aren't getting any type of midfield presence. I don't know, maybe the change of speed, or maybe General Zippy's doing something that we're not seeing on our side. But so far, Capybaras have not really controlled it like they want to. General Zippy is first up, slows Cryptt down. The boost management is still a little bit shaky with super clusters, but it doesn't matter if you're at 1-0, you can catch them with a sleeper here. They're going to catch them with a sleeper, and it looks like there might have been somebody caught on the back wall trying to hurry up and get back here. It's like LikeWisse gets the touch, ball's coming off of Cryptt. Oh, Insanity looks like he's trying to wave dash and flips off of the backboard. You hate to give him a free goal after a super goal like that.
Yeah, that one was not certainly not the same caliber as the one they scored, but they do count the same. And so for Capybaras, they're still tied up in this game, and they have the overwhelming lead in this series. So LikeWisse is going to play to the backboard. Surreal's really awkward, and the one moment that Surreal's been really good with control, he's a little bit too far up, and I think just plays it a little bit too early. Didn't realize how powerful that clear was and how close the wall was, so he's not able to make contact on that ball, and they're going to punish him.
Gonna punish you every time. If there's one man right now in the entire RSC I don't want shooting, it's definitely gonna be LikeWisse. It's like they're gonna serve him up. He's got the ball, and there it is. Tsheg going back to not letting LikeWisse do whatever. He's chasing all the way down, and then he gets a drop. It's gonna be an instant shot. No, it's gonna be a pop shot. Test the defense, see what they're gonna give you. Ball's all the way up. LikeWisse is already up, gets his up, doesn't get to the ceiling. Is it a flip reset? No, he goes for the poke away. Not overextending. That's what we were talking about. That was gonna beat him. LikeWisse is gonna get a hat trick. And Taco, honestly, we may have to pull out the record book, because I believe this man is pushing. If he can go to Game 7, he might can push 20 goals here.
I mean, yeah, he's actually scoring insane rate. Like, I think it's like 2 goals a game or more right now in the finals. Insane, putting the team on his back right now. And maybe they have some life. General Zippy, who's has 32 points, but it might be about more than just the points. It's about the comfortability they're having. They're not giving up as many free goals, and it's letting LikeWisse cook. He's just unleashed, and he has been the whole series, but now they're getting a lead because of it.
Getting a lead because of it, and Taco, we haven't seen this before. Capybaras were scrambling. They're just throwing themselves. They're running. It's going to be another free goal, but this time Insanity's going to get his name on the board. And now Insanity, LikeWisse, and Lemon have got a goal. All they need is General Zippy. This might be that super sub power. But all of a sudden, we have Capybaras on their back heel, and that's one thing they do not want. Is Surreal has not had a shot. Tsheg has not had a shot. Cryptt had a shot earlier, and that was the one that slipped through. That was free. But other than that, they have not generated any type of offense approach. This might be their best shot here, and that one's going wide. And Taco, we might. It's not written in the stars yet, but we might see a Capybaras team who might crack under pressure and give them back a game or two.
Yeah, ooh, great passing play there. General Zippy is up, though. He makes a really good touch out. LikeWisse is going to have a free touch. Not able to get the reset. Able to clear it down, but Insanity is just waiting. He'll pass it to General Zippy, who's going to have a free touch. And, oh, look out, that's a triple commit. Insanity doesn't have boost. This should be a free goal. It is indeed. Surreal able to punish them for that overcommit, a triple commit from everyone, and a 0 boost. Insanity is never going to be able to make a play on that ball.
Definitely not Surreal. Again, it somehow is just whatever LikeWisse could do, I could try to do better, or whatever Surreal does, LikeWisse says I can do it just as better. And so far, it's just at this point just handing them the ball. They're not really missing. And like I said, if one of them's not scoring, the team that's a demo play, and Cryptt has to be careful here. Does slow it down, but they're not the ones chasing the game. LikeWisse, you don't want to see this coming after you. Ball gets knocked away from Surreal. Surreal is trying to put it on his back, and now Super Clusters is slowly but surely getting pushed back, and it's because Surreal is now getting more on the ball. This is an insane pass, quickly beats him. Tsheg puts it in with 1 minute and 10 seconds left. Surreal has just put this team back in position. Everybody has a goal, so everybody is now feeling that they can score that one goal to tie it back up. But please, they're letting LikeWisse trying to cook again. Here comes General Zippy. Haven't seen him much. Gets a 50, gets a double down, tries to get a triple down. And Tsheg has to be careful. They see Insanity just chilling in the corner. Insanity doesn't really matter. That don't know. Surreal hurried up and moved before it was a roll one. Insanity just being annoying, and that's the type of play that you want. Just stay in front of them. Don't let them get a free ball. Gets it out. There is no one over there. Tsheg is looking for boost. They're sending everybody. They're sending the house. Tsheg with no boost actually gets it. LikeWisse tips it away. Insanity pushes it away. Surreal is trying to get up. 30 seconds left, and the Capybaras need help here.
Yeah, oh no, a massive miss from LikeWisse, and Cryptt is able to punish them. Surreal gets an unexpected touch, and it's a really good pass, and LikeWisse was not able to read that touch.
That's another don't let Surreal touch ball type of moment. He has 3 assists and 1 goal. If he's on top of the ball, you're in trouble. Cryptt throws it off the corner. That might be a miss. Actually, there's no one waiting. Cryptt takes a pot shot, puts it in the corner. Cryptt wants to try to get one. Here's a shot from Surreal, dunked off by LikeWisse. No boost, but LikeWisse doesn't need it. Gets a 50 to General Zippy. Tries to end it early. No, gotta be careful.
Oh no!
Cryptt get in the game. It's a bump play. No, Insanity hit just enough so it makes Surreal have to think about what he wants to do next. They need to put this on the ground. They're gonna be in danger. Overtime, your life is on the line here. The championship is on the line for the Capybaras. They want to close it out now because if they lose this, the loss is going to happen. Cryptt might, just a double commit. And now it's starting. You can see the nerves slowly coming out. It's going to be a redirect from Tsheg. Here comes Surreal. That's the man you don't want. LikeWisse, no respect here. And so far, it's about to get down and dirty.
Yeah, I have no clue how Insanity made that save. LikeWisse able to clear it. LikeWisse able to clear it again. Oh, going for the ceiling dunk down to General Zippy, who it's coming in a little too hot, and he's not able to control it. Insanity plays it to Tsheg, who clears it long, but again, LikeWisse has space, has control. It forces a double commit. Look out! Insanity, his pass is going to be cleared away by Surreal. Now Tsheg's downfield, but it's a little too long for Tsheg to do anything about it, and LikeWisse gets a crucial demo to relieve some pressure.
Relieves pressure indeed. LikeWisse dancing in the air. Surreal not giving him that respect. Insanity's not going to give Surreal that respect either. Now it's coming down to who gets that break 50. LikeWisse gets a demo. Gonna open up a lot here. That's a pinch back. They're just pitching the ball back and forth. That's a 50. Insanity Tsheg had to put a hand up on Insanity there. And now Blue is running out of boost. Surreal only has 30. Trying to avoid getting bumped. Trying to just get it out. LikeWisse sharking around. Not gonna force if it's not there. Puts it up. They know they're in trouble. We got a double commit on the ceiling. Tsheg has 0. Trying to find some type of padding. General Zippy can end the game right here. Gets blocked out. This is the proper It's a triple pass. Oh, instead he's gonna go for the limit. Here comes LikeWisse, and it's gonna go to a game 6. Taco, this has to be one of those plays. Everything has to go perfect because they went all in, and LikeWisse 4 goals and an assist. If they Actually, I'm just gonna say it right now, this would be a game of a lifetime that we have to look back on if they force a game 7 here.
Yeah, I mean, likewise, 5 goal contributions in that game, 4 goals and an assist. Unreal. 4 goals on 4 shots, 100% shooting percentage. He is just clinical right now and taking every scoring chance he gets. He is not letting super clusters go down without a fight, that's for sure. We're going to have a game 6 right here, and we'll see if we can force a game 7, unlike what happened in the AMI finals just before this.
And you gotta feel a little bit for Surreal. You're down by 3. You find your 3, and then it's just another team play from the super clusters because I've been at first it's he does have assists, but at first likewise was just cooking. And then they hit you with a real quick 3-man pass play again, remind you this is what you're gonna get if you fall asleep on us. And now you gotta ask the Capybaras, do you get a little bit nervous here? They're starting to fight back, and it's not even that the defense wasn't playing well. It's just their offense was doing just as good. Even the Superclassers play even better defense as well. But now we're starting to see that individual brilliance, and we're going to Neo Tokyo, where dreams die or they continue to live.
Well, Capybara super clusters, game 6. Capybara looking to close this one out, and super clusters looking to force the first game 7 of this RSC final season.
Looking to force, we got a demo. General Zippy just picks that one straight off. Crypt picks it right back off. Gonna be a pass play, so Real doesn't have boost. Now, honestly, if he did, I think he might have actually had the flip angle that he was looking for. General Zippy I think he's doing, I like to call it the dirty work, just touch it, slow it down, let the good ball players get behind you and then force it. We got a demo Tsheg off the ceiling. I don't think he got the flip reset, so that means it's going to be a little bit easy for likewise here. And likewise, loses touch here. That's going to be very scary. General Zippy going to knock it out. I think likewise is sitting in that corner, but I think turn to bail. General Zippy putting some type of weird pressure on is one of those ones where it cuts off one lane. It just makes things very awkward. And we all know, oh, that's going to be a disgusting pass. We can meet it, but no. But going back to it, General Zippy's one of those players that I'm actually watching. He's just being annoying. It's not just because like he's shooting or doing flip. It's just he touches the ball like this and just like forces you into some of these weird, awkward 50s with him.
And that's exactly what you need. If you have 3 just extremely flashy goal scorers, usually a team's not going to work out like that. You need one player who's able to take control, take space, and just slow the game down and control the pace of play. And that's what he's kind of doing right now, but Surreal is getting a good 50. This is awkward, but again, General Zippy knows when he needs to go, cuts it out, and gives back Super Clusters the possession. But again, Surreal on the ball, you don't want to give him space, because he can do magic out of nowhere. And luckily, they are able to make the save on the Super Cluster side. Insanity, not a lot of boost, so he just plays it to the corner, looking to find an angle. Luckily, it goes right to likewise.
Right to likewise Tsheg. Oh, and this might be a double because one of them just bailed out of a jump. And so far, the Capybaras, I'm not going to try to... where Surreal's on the ball is a little bit different. But so far, the Capybaras just haven't found any ground in their offensive approach. They're banking it, trying to find something, but Tsheg, yeet it to oblivion. The Sandy says, I'm going to go up the wall, but Surreal has enough boost. This might be danger. Likewise, not going to show respect here. That's what you're looking for. General Zippy gets to it. Now Tsheg's got staring down the barrel. Avoids getting dunked out there. Ball's up in the air. They got the pressure. They need a shot, though. They have no shots, but they have all this pressure. Nothing goes in if you're not going to take a shot. Surreal getting bumped off. General Zippy, that's going to be an own goal right into the back of their net. And slowly but surely they get one. Doesn't register as a shot, but it's still a goal.
Yeah, bad 50, and Cryptt is able to capitalize 1-goal lead for Capybara, and Super Clusters are going to have to come back in order to stay alive in this series.
And honestly, I don't even know why General Zippy was up there, but he gets to it. But not let him go anywhere again, of just being a very annoying player that wants to touch the ball. Instead, he gets under one. That's going to be a goal. Tsheg gets it off the 50 straight down. I thought Insanity might have got the beat on him, but Cryptt follows the ball just as well. 2-0. And if I was a Capybaras, I would not try to coast on a 2-0 lead. That's one of the most dangerous things you can have here. But for LikeWisse, Insanity, and General Zippy, somebody's got to push it. They're going to push it here. Can General Zippy get back on a round of it? And that's what I mean. They just kind of get caught out here. Looks like them, gets 50 out and just Cryptt. Actually, just two of them. I don't know if he's going to get by both of them. And now the game gets a little bit more interesting here.
The super sub General Zippy able to score a goal. The unlikeliest of goal scorers tonight. Literally, he didn't even start this series. Now Insanity looking for the bump. Oh, unfortunately, a teammate was not close enough, but that was an insane passing play for a second. Oh my god. Tsheg somehow recovered and almost scored that. General Zippy! Zippy!
This General Zippy says, I can do more than just be annoying. I can get some plays going myself. We were watching. I just held my breath because Tsheg was going 1v3. And then General Zippy takes it himself, so I can do the same thing, but make it even better. 2-2, and now we'll look at LikeWisse. This is the man you don't want up. He's got the angle. Cryptt says, no, thank you. We don't want to give this back up. They're bumping each other on the back wall, and Taco, I think the Capybaras are starting to get nervous here. They realize they just gave that up in about 20 seconds. They're starting to run into each other. Surreal knocks it up, but there's no one there. And this is what I mean. They're just throwing it, hoping that somebody turns around, but they're all trying to play safe here. And now they're not playing to win, they're playing not to lose. And at this point, that is the most unreal thing that you could do now.
Yeah, I mean, Surreal earlier in the series, he was getting amazing, almost Zen-like touches, and now he's not being given time or space to do that. Cryptt is going to try and give him that opportunity. General Zippy clears downfield. LikeWisse tries to bump Tsheg, who's going to stall this out and get a lot of time, but he can't make contact on the reset. General Zippy, who has been the hero of the series for Super Clusters, but he is going to need to do a lot more because they're still down a game and still have to see this Game 6 out. Surreal to pass. Surreal another pass. Does not find anyone. And looks like both teams might be content to go to overtime, but at the death, it is not able to be found to pass there. We do have overtime.
Overtime, and it might just end right here. That's a demo. We got a backboard double play coming for it. No, it's going to be denied. We're going to see which team is going to have a superstar. They're going to have a savior coming out here. General Zippy's going to collect it. Doesn't just being annoying. He's not even using the flip. Jumps up the bump Surreal. And now the Capybaras are getting a little bit desperate. They don't need to jump now. He's got to slowly but surely hope that something comes from it. Keep taking her boost. LikeWisse up. No one's on top of LikeWisse. He's going to try to get over Surreal. Surreal gets a touch away. And so far, Surreal's going to try to go up one-on-one. Doesn't. Gets him knocked away. Cryptt throws it in the air. There's no one going for it. And the Capybaras gets a demo. That's Surreal. Gets the ball away from it. LikeWisse flip reset. Could leave him open. No, Insanity got the quick turnaround. Capybaras feel that they got the pressure. They're going for it. It's going to be an infield pass all the way back to the other corner. And Capybaras, sometimes they look they're panicking, and other times they look like they're going straight for the jugular. Here comes Tsheg with a demo. It's tipped over one. Gets a bump on Insanity. And so far, Taco, it looks like the Capybaras are mad.
This series has turned insane. Cryptt. Oh no, he can't read it. We have Game 7. Cryptt can't read the touch off the wall. And this one will be going to 7. Insanity buries the open net.
You have to feel for Cryptt, because I believe, I wish I could actually just go back and see that replay. We might can't on the cut screen for us, but I believe he saw the net open because one of them left for boost, and you swing. It's one of those ones like you see the moment, and I think he's just already looking at the the headlines of Cryptt winning it and just missed it. It's just an open net, and now you're asking yourselves, do the Capybara have the ice in their veins just to close this series? You had two opportunities, and now you're down to your last life, and now we play a best of one taco.
Yeah. Well, I mean, likewise had 0 goals that game, so maybe they needed to stop scoring. But I mean, you can see the impact that General Zippy has just controlling the pace of the play, and he's kind of just made Capybara very uncomfortable. I mean, that second goal right there is a brilliant bit of control, forces the 50. Tsheg is just stuck awkward. He's not able to get into the play, and an easy shot for Insanity. Well, we are going to a game 7 after I think we have to remake the lobby because
Yeah,
the
I think I just
lobby
lagged
just
out.
died. Yeah. Well, that's fun. We'll be right back.
Give us like 60 seconds, but I mean, we keep talking. One, that's something that you really gotta get out of your head real quick. That whip, I understand you're probably looking at it. It's just like, I had it. And now we have to reset it. We have to go back to the basics. We just got to do all this mojo. Maybe this extra 30 seconds, 60 seconds helps them out here. But at this point, Taco, like I said, everybody has played phenomenally, but now it's who plays the game better, who has the nerves of steel.
Yeah. Well, it's Champs Field, and Champs Field always showcases who has the nerves, who can deal with the pressure, and whoever can deal with the pressure the best will be the victors in this series, as our lobby is just about to come back up and the players are just about to join us. Carnage, do you think Capybara can steady themselves and win this one?
I think they gave us a glimpse. They gave us a glimpse of what needs to happen. They got to go back. Yes, Surreal is having a unreal series, but when everyone's scoring, everyone's doing their job, they're doing well. But the one thing that we were missing, like I said, they started playing boomer ball awkwardly in that last game. They played not to lose. They need to go back to we're gonna dominate the pitch. We're gonna eliminate your best player. Well, now you got all three surging. So now, like I said, you got to show no more respect here. Go back to what you Go back to what you did best. And we're gonna get on a kickoff here. Ball goes straight to the outside. Likewise, gets the 100. Gonna try to bait Cryptt into this one. Cryptt actually got baited to try to demo him, or at least a bump out. And here we go. This is what I mean. Show no respect to him. This is what the Capybaras love to do. This is a mistouch. Likewise, he's not gonna be able to get back to that ball. But actually, he does get back to the ball. They just let him go back to it. That's very. And now I think we're gonna go back to that unreal. Everyone, you go back to that bronze league. Everybody plays a little bit of boomer ball until you feel like, okay, I got a footing into this game, Taco.
Yeah, Tsheg has no boost, so he has to give the ball away. Surreal gets a good touch, and that's a really bad touch from the super clusters. An
Ooh.
insane save from Insanity through the contact, getting chased. A pinch effort downfield forces Surreal to go. Is going to try for the double, not able to make contact. Tsheg forces a 50, and that one might go straight in. He can't get it on target. Surreal is off the mark. Surreal has missed, and luckily for Super Clusters, this game is still tied.
Still tied indeed, and honestly, you got your freebie. That's your freebie right there. That was a triple pass. Ooh.
Ooh,
So we might
man.
have flipped a little bit too early. I thought we were gonna get a glimpse of what just happened in game 6. But so far, Capybaras have proven that is that a pinch off his will? This is the Premier League players are starting to pull out a lot of bags or trips I haven't seen before. And this is gonna be the goal. It's gonna be Cryptt from Tsheg. And this is what I mean. Everybody's gonna have to get involved here. And so far, since the game started, they have not given any respect to the super cluster. And now they get the lead, but now they have to keep the lead. That is the hardest part of a game 7, keeping the lead. I always feel like it's better to chase. For me, it's better to chase the game and like try to get the one goal back versus try to hold it because you know they're going to throw everything at you.
Yeah, definitely. This is going to be a tough series for both to try and come back or close out. And I mean, that goal right there, that touch from Tsheg, I don't think it can be over complimented how good that was. The lightest touch that off the front of his car just completely flummoxes the last defender at the front post and is able to just give Cryptt the open net. Tsheg again is going to have an opportunity. LikeWisse clears it long. Surreal gets a touch, but he's not able to control it. Insanity has no boost, and again, that's giving Capybara more chances than they should have on the ball. LikeWisse has to go up quickly. Insanity clears it out, but they can't get the ball out far enough. They can't get it past their own end. Surreal, a banger, and a missile to the front post, 122 kilometers an hour, gets all of it, and General Zippy can't get anything on that ball.
Oof, I think we've played well, I'll say about most of the game in the side of the orange, despite the orange side's been on the blue, and it goes right back to the orange side. And again, they're starting to play that ball where they don't care about what's going on. Put a man in front of them and get in front of him. Because here comes Tsheg just cutting the rotation, trying to get a double. Can I get the double? And then he pops out. Oh, this is danger zone. Here comes the team play. Is he gonna leave it? Yes, he's gonna leave it. And that's gonna throw Cryptt for a loop. And I saw it coming the whole way. It was just three orange players going down. And likewise, when he has the ball on his hand, he can do just about anything. And now it's the super sub scoring the goal from what could be the MVP's leader if he can help close his game out for it. The demo actually opens up. There's a bump. Surreal is gonna have a free net because Tsheg is going down the barrel and taking any and everybody out. There's the demo. There's the bump on likewise. With no boost, continues his approach, and that might be the dagger in the heart because you get so close and now it's so far again.
Tsheg just bullying super clusters out of the way. Just says, give me the ball. But look out, it's the super sub. It's General Zippy who's made things happen in this series, who's helped them come back. But they are going to need the strongest comeback right here, right now. LikeWisse with control, not able to get enough on it. Insanity can't read it. General Zippy can't get it around Tsheg, who's come up huge right now in Game 7. Surreal, this could do it. Just has to read the touch. He can't find the angle. And super clusters are still alive.
They're still alive, but they need to get it down. Oh, here comes likewise. We know what he demoing. The ball gets pushed away from Cryptt. Ball's up, air dribble bump misses. But here comes Tsheg trying to just stay. Steals 100 from likewise. But you want to be careful because there's that passing play. Insanity almost catches them sleeping here. Surreal going up. They're just pre-jumping. They're throwing themselves at it. And when you see a whole bunch of Capybaras up, you got to be careful about who's faking it. Does he get the double? Got a fake. Crypt's going to put it just over. General Zippy's going to save him here. They need to get a goal now or it's going to be doomsday for him. Ball's all the way across. Here comes Surreal. Tries to get the ball. Gets 100 away from him. And slowly but surely they are slowing down. So really just ball chasing. Here comes Cryptt to help a little bit. And so far, they're getting pent up in their own half. They got to get out. They got to find something. Someone has to find a boomer out of here. And then there's a demo, but it's not in favor of the super clusters. And so far, it looks like the Capybaras are going to run away with it. That ball is picked up by Tsheg. And with 20 seconds left, at this point, you just got to start running downfield and hoping something gets to you.
Cryptt clears it long. They don't have a lot of time. This needs to be a goal. LikeWisse doesn't have enough boost. General Zippy can't get enough on it. The clock's counting down. There won't be time. That's going to do it. Capybara have won it. Just barely a consolation goal. But they stop the 3-1 comeback. And Capybara will take the Premier Championship.
Well, you get two tries, and on the third one, you finally get it. And what a sigh of relief! I know, I don't. I don't remember off the top of my head who's the Jungle's GM is, but if he's watching this, if they're watching it, they're probably holding their heart right now because Taco had that game 7, even though it was 3-1 all the way to the end, it just seemed like just very heavy. But unexpected, you got one from your premier team, Capybaras, Taco. I'm gonna ask the question, but I pretty much know your answer. Who for you is the MVP?
I mean, it just has to be Surreal, who had just brilliant control, able to make plays out of almost nothing at all times. Also, shout out Tsheg in that game 7. He had a lot of really good passing plays that gave them 2 crucial goals that they needed. But Surreal throughout the series was just on another level. Him and LikeWisse were trading goals back and forth, but Surreal is the one who comes out on top in the end in game 7, comes through in the clutch, hits a banger, a missile to give them the lead too. So yeah, Surreal, the MVP of the season 24 Premier Championship.
Yeah, I'm not gonna argue that one. Like I said, it was, I think from game 1 we knew it was LikeWisse or Surreal. So I'm rolling with you on that one. We're gonna go with Surreal. Oof. Sorry, I'm trying to catch my breath.
Yeah, well, let me check. Do we have players ready for the interview? Yes, we do. So I will give it to Boa to do the interview. Cryptt will be interviewing for his championship winning team.
So, Cryptt, congratulations.
Hey, thank you.
I know this is a pretty surreal moment.
You know, I've heard way too many of those this season.
I figured.
Yeah.
So, I mean, looking into the season, what were y'all's expectations going in?
Probably to just win it, honestly. Like, we knew Surreal was like insane, and we basically built the team around him, and we knew that we were better, I guess, if that makes sense. Like, I mean, Surreal's like really good at it, so we just kind of we expected to at least make playoffs, I'd say.
Because don't correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't Surreal the player that they had to change his MMR past?
Yeah, it was crazy because like no one picked him up in the first like round, and we were like why not? Like, I hit up unexpected right before the second round began, and I was like, pick up Surreal, and now we're here.
I mean, a great choice by you, but of course, like we agreed on, Surreal played incredible. But looking into the series, going into Game 7, what was y'all's kind of mindset like?
We were confident. We knew that we tried to take each game like one by one. We weren't really nervous, I wouldn't say. Like even when we made mistakes, we just like boosted each other up. We went to Game 7 like just fully, we were fully ready. We weren't nervous. We weren't like sad we lost Game 6 due to my error or anything like that. But yeah.
Is anything the other casters would like to say?
I do got a question for you, Crypt. So what was the like? How were your guys' comms? Because like from me and Taco's standpoint, that game was moving so fast. I was like, I'm probably not even calming at this point.
Oh, we were just nonstop comment. It was like there was no break in between. Even if we went silent, like one of us would just speak up and say, keep calming," and and yeah, the comms were always good this season. Like no matter if we were losing games or anything like that, we were still we were always, our mental was always there, so our comms were always there as well.
And I believe this is your second championship now. Did that championship experience help you out any in this finals?
Well, honestly, yeah, I'd say so. I mean, the other one was, like you said, that was my first one last time. But I went to that first one a bit nervous. This one, I was kind of like, just locked in, I guess. And yeah, I'd say the experience from the first one actually really helped me a lot in this one.
Well, I think that does it for me. Anyone else got any questions?
No,
Good,
I know he probably wants to get back to his team, celebrate a little bit. It's a little bit late for a lot of players, so I know he wants to go back and get a quick celebration. Maybe
Well,
hear unexpected, tell him good job 100 times.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Of course.
Cryptt, any last message from you? I mean, like I
Well,
said, congratulations.
thank you. Yeah, no, I'm happy with my dude. My team is goated. And I'll just leave it with that, I guess.
All right, have a great night, man.
Yeah, you as well.
Congrats.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir.
Well, that is just about going to do it for tonight's finals matchups. Both deserving victors in the end, and it is pretty late, so we are going to leave it right there. Congratulations to Capybaras and to Mythspire's amateur team on the victories. And that is going to do it for tonight. On next Monday, it will be the Prospect and Master Finals. So join us then for that.